Imagine being able to significantly reduce your risk of diseases such as cancer, cardiovascular disease, and diabetes, just by adjusting your eating habits. That almost sounds too good to be true. But recent research shows that a balanced diet can actually have significant positive effects on your health. It does this by regulating your epigenome and influencing your gut microbiome. In this episode, you'll learn how you can practically reprogram your genes using something called Epi-Nutrition. We will conclude in a conclusion at the end whether this ultimately delivers the hoped-for results. But first, what exactly is epigenetics? In contrast to genetics, which deals with the genes themselves and their inheritance, epigenetics examines how environmental factors such as diet, stress, and pollutants influence the activity of our genes, without changing the genetic code itself. Epigenetics acts like a kind of on-off switch for genes. These epigenetic modifications determine which genes are read and converted into proteins. In this way, they regulate many vital cell processes such as growth, division, and metabolism. This is where nutrition comes into play. Certain bioactive dietary ingredients, called epi-nutrients, can activate these epigenetic switches. Examples include sulforaphane from broccoli, the green tea substance EGCG, and genistein from soy products. Through the targeted consumption of such epi-nutrients, the epigenome is supposed to be modulated in a health-promoting direction. In this way, potentially cancer-causing genes can be deactivated or genes that increase cell protection can be activated. However, the positive effects of epi-nutrition are not limited to epigenetics. It also impacts our gut microbiome, the highly complex community of trillions of microbes in our digestive tract. This microbiome is incredibly important for many aspects of our health. It is involved in digestion, the immune system, and even stress regulation. A healthy, diverse microbiome is associated with a lower risk of lifestyle diseases such as obesity, diabetes, and inflammatory bowel disease. The abundant fiber, polyphenols, and other bioactive plant substances in the Epi-Food serve as a valuable source of nutrition for the beneficial intestinal bacteria. Therefore, this diet can optimize microbial diversity and health-promoting composition. The promising findings on epi-nutrition extend far beyond traditional disease prevention. Consider the COVID-19 pandemic, for example. Recent studies suggest that certain epigenetically active nutrients may help modulate the excessive immune response triggered by SARS-CoV-2. Compounds such as quercetin, found in apples, onions, and broccoli, and curcumin from turmeric root have anti-inflammatory properties and could potentially make it harder for the virus to enter cells. An epigenetic diet rich in such bioactive ingredients could potentially mitigate the severity of COVID-19. However, this still needs further research. Epi-nutrition also plays a promising role in cancer prevention. Through epigenetic modulation, processes such as uncontrolled cell proliferation or tumor angiogenesis, that is the formation of new blood vessels for tumors, can be inhibited. Cell studies have shown, for example, that the green tea substance EGCG can reactivate certain tumor suppressor genes and thus direct cancer cells into apoptosis-programmed cell death. A big advantage is that the epigenetic diet aims to modulate fundamental cell and metabolic processes holistically, and not only works against specific diseases. It has been shown that a high-fiber EPI diet promotes metabolic health by positively influencing insulin sensitivity and glucose metabolism. In this way, the risk of type 2 diabetes can be significantly reduced. But the benefits go even further. The epi-nutrients also play a crucial role in our intestinal microbiome. Thanks to their prebiotic effect, they serve as a valuable nutritional basis for the beneficial intestinal bacteria, and thus promote an intact, diverse microbial ecosystem. A well-balanced microbiome is crucial for various aspects of health, including digestion, immune function, and mental well-being. Mounting evidence indicates that dysbiosis, characterized by imbalances in the gut microbiota, is linked to numerous modern diseases such as obesity, chronic inflammation, and neurodegenerative disorders. Through an epigen-rich diet, we can literally roll out the carpet for the beneficial intestinal bacteria and thus maintain or restore the microbiological balance. Epi-nutrition therefore represents a holistic approach that provides health benefits on multiple levels: epigenetic, microbiological, and metabolic. But how can this be implemented specifically in everyday life? The key is a balanced plant-based diet with plenty of epigenetic boosters. Sulforaphane from cruciferous vegetables such as broccoli regulates genes that influence cell cycle, apoptosis, and inflammation, with potential cancer-preventive effects. The polyphenols from green tea, especially EGCG, are true all-rounders. They can reactivate tumor suppressor genes and inhibit the formation of new tumor blood vessels. Curcumin from turmeric root can influence epigenetics in many ways, from cancer prevention to modulating the immune response. The isoflavone genistein from soy products can help epigenetically reverse cancer-relevant DNA methylations. And quercetin from apples, onions, and broccoli is not only antioxidant, but also appears to epigenetically stimulate anti-inflammatory processes. In order to develop the full effect of these boosters, a complete diet with fiber, secondary plant substances, vitamins, and minerals is important. A balanced mix of vegetables, legumes, whole grains, nuts, seeds, and fruit provides optimal diversity for the epigenome and microbiome. Combine these power foods with each other and treat your cells to a real nutrient fireworks display. For example, create a colorful salad with broccoli, beetroot, apples, walnuts, and a dressing made from olive oil, apple cider vinegar, and turmeric. Or enjoy a stew made from red lentils, kale, carrots, and an aromatic vegetable broth with ginger. Let your creativity take over your mind and body. But beware of one thing. Make sure to avoid excessive consumption of highly processed and refined foods, such as convenience foods, sweets, and packaged snacks. Not only do these negate your efforts for a healthy EPI diet, but they also show adverse effects on your valuable gut microbiome. Always remember, the higher your intake of fiber, phytochemicals, vitamins, and healthy fats, the greater the biodiversity in your gut. And the more diverse your microbiome, the better the beneficial bacterial strains can thrive and benefit your health on many levels. However, caution is advised here too. Avoid excessive consumption even of seemingly healthy foods. Too much of certain epigenetic foods can even be counterproductive. An excess of methyl group donors such as biologically active polyphenols can also lead to problems. The same applies here. The dose makes the poison. Everything seems fine so far, right? Some may have noticed that the recommendations of the EPI diet are essentially the same as the recommendations of already known dietary patterns. It simply provides further justification as to why it is healthy to eat a plant-based diet. The goal is to increase methyl and ethyl donors, but these same foods have previously been considered healthy due to their fiber content and nutrient density. So what does this new epigenetic approach give us practically? Basically not much. Plant-based diets remain healthy, exercise is crucial for health, and excessive or unbalanced diets are still harmful. It is also methodologically difficult to say whether the health-promoting properties of Epi-Foods are really due to epigenetics, as there are no selective biomarkers to determine this. It could just as well be that a healthier lifestyle is caused by a better diet that is rich in nutrients and fiber. Until research provides more concrete results, it seems to sound more like a trend than anything truly useful. That's it for today's episode. We hope that you were able to gain new insights. It's definitely worth sticking with it. For your performance, your well-being, and your vitality well into old age, a conscious and healthy diet represents a small effort, but a big one promises an increase in quality of life. And as always, we wish everyone a long, healthy, and happy life. See you next time.